Markiplier's last live stream. Markiplier was one of the most popular YouTubers in the world. Millions watched his Let's Plays, especially when he played horror games. But one day, his viewers started noticing something strange. It all began during a live stream. Mark was playing an obscure indie horror game called The Watcher. It seemed like a typical horror game, exploring an abandoned house, eerie sounds, and lurking monsters. But something was off. The beginning of terror. As Mark played, he noticed glitches in the game. Sometimes textures became distorted, and strange symbols flickered on the screen, almost like whispered voices. "That's weird. Maybe it's part of the game," he laughed. But his laughter faded when his webcam glitched for a second, revealing a dark figure behind him. The chat exploded. "Who's that behind you? Mark, look behind you. Please turn off the game." Mark glanced at his screen, but he was alone. "You guys are freaking me out," he chuckled, turning around. But there was nothing. The game takes control. As he continued playing, he realized his in-game character was moving on its own. Mark wasn't touching the keyboard, yet the screen trembled, as if someone else was controlling it. Then, words appeared on the walls inside the game. "You shouldn't have started this. He's already here." A whispering voice emerged from the game. "Mark, Mark, look behind you." Then the webcam glitched again. But this time, viewers saw it clearly. A figure with hollow eyes stood behind Mark. Its mouth opened, but there was no sound. Horror becomes reality. Mark immediately quit the game, forcing a laugh. "That was an awesome indie horror experience, haha." But his voice was shaking. "All right, guys, I think I'll wrap up here. Thanks for..." The screen went black. A loud thud echoed, followed by static noise. The last frame. The stream continued for another minute. The webcam now faced an empty chair. Mark was gone. But in the corner of the screen, barely visible, two glowing white eyes stared back, with a wide, eerie grin. A second later, the live stream cut off. Epilogue. The next day, Markiplier's channel no longer existed. Every video had been erased. But a few subscribers claimed they received strange notifications that night. The stream will start again, soon. And some swore they heard the same whisper. "Mark, look behind you." Markiplier's return. Several days had passed since Markiplier disappeared. His fans were in shock. Every video was gone, his account had vanished, and he hadn't made any contact. But then, something even more terrifying happened. The mysterious live stream. One evening, a new channel appeared on YouTube with the name Markiplier_live. It had 0 subscribers, and the only content was an upcoming live stream scheduled for 3:33 a.m. Despite the eerie circumstances, tens of thousands of people joined to watch. The first appearance. The stream started. Mark was there, sitting in a dimly lit room, but he looked different. His skin was too pale, deep shadows formed under his eyes, and his smile was too wide. He didn't speak. He just stared at the camera, unblinking. The chat erupted in panic. "Mark, what's going on? Are you okay? Is this a virus?" His voice was wrong. It sounded distorted, like an echo, as if coming from somewhere far away. "Thank you for joining. You are all part of this now." The screen flickered, and at that exact moment, some viewers reported that their monitors shut off. Others said their room lights went out. But the most chilling part? Some claimed they saw a dark shadow behind them in their screen's reflection. The file that won't delete. After the stream ended, Viewers began finding a strange file on their devices called watcher.exe. The file couldn't be deleted. One brave user decided to open it. The screen turned black, then displayed a message. He is watching. A second later, their webcam turned on by itself, and in the screen's reflection, they saw two white eyes staring from behind them. The final warning. That same night, the Markiplier live account disappeared, along with every trace of watcher.x. But fans are still receiving cryptic notifications, empty messages with no sender. And the most observant viewers noticed a strange black screen appearing in their YouTube recommendations with a single message. The stream will start soon. Do not turn off your screen.